What is up? It's your boy Aing here, bringing to you guys a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen, today we got a fun one. Today we got an exciting one. Today we got a banger. Jeez Louise, are we looking mighty fine? Okay, I have to do the montage. I hope you guys did enjoy that. If you did, a like, a comment, and a subscription would be very much appreciated. But we're here for one reason and one reason only. I got a $20 modification that may be saving your paint down the line. So I've done quite a bit of modifications to this truck. We lifted it, we put bigger tires, we changed the wheels, we did upper control arms. We've done a lot. But one thing I haven't done is cared about the paint. I got one of the prettiest paints available, unfortunately, but fortunately, we haven't done a good job of taking care of it thus far. So one of the modifications that I did was I went with 285 75 R16. Now that's a big girthy tire. Not only that, I stuck -12 offset wheels inside of those tires. I thought I was doing something. Now it is cool, looks cool, if you don't care about your truck. Well, let me take that back. I guess you can care about your truck, you just can't really use the truck a lot. Now let me explain. My favorite type of off-roading, and I know a lot of people are gonna try to bash me on it, but I like to go on gravel roads, dirt roads. All right, so this is the type of off-roading that I like to do. Just some gravel roads, having some fun. As you guys can see, just driving around, it's nice, it's calm. I'm just gonna drive a little bit and I'll put in some sound clips of what I'm talking about. This is already with mud flaps on. It's not showing too well through the camera, but it's super dirty. I'm fine with dirt, I don't mind. But the problem is, if you look closely, all of those darker spots are touch-up paint. It's gone inside the paint and brought it down to the bare metal. I thought this was supposed to be stronger, like everybody talks about the orange peel down here. If you're new to Toyotas, if you're new to Tacomas especially, you look at this and you're like, oh, what is this horrible thing? It's texturized. It's meant to be more heavy duty, except it doesn't feel like it is. So that is my problem. I wanted to fix it. If a rock hits down there, that's fine. Touch-up paint and we call it a day. If I get a rock that comes up and hits the door, your boy would not be happy. So I did some searching. YouTube, Google, Facebook. I asked around, what is the best mud flap for a lifted truck with 285s and a little bit of poke? There was no answers. Everyone was like, bro, stop being a little girl, just get over it. It's just paint. If you're on that side of the fence, good for you. I'm proud of you. I wish I could be like you, but I can't. It hurts because whenever I leave whatever trail I was on, I was so ecstatic, I was so happy, and then I'm leaving and I'm on the road and all I hear is rocks flying, dinging, hitting, and it sounds awful. It literally is the worst sounding noise ever. So I had to improvise. I had to take things into my own hands, and I did so. I looked it up on Amazon and I found what I was looking for. I found a couple different mud flaps. Guys, do not, okay, please do not spend $150 on some mud flaps. They are not worth it. I promise you, buy these $20 ones. They come absolutely blank. You can pre-drill some holes into them, line it up, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Versus buying some $150 ones that are already pre-drilled. Well, then you spend $150 when you can just spend $20. You can save the $130 and send it to my Cash App, and then we can call it even. We bought these so that they can deflect any rocks, any debris, anything from hitting the paint. Now, that didn't work out entirely. I've already tested these out. I went out on the gravel road and I was sending. I was having my fun, and it started. It sounds like the most horrid fireworks show ever. Secondly, we're rubbing. I just paid to have my cab mount chopped. So I'm not about to pay more to make the truck rub again. I was hoping maybe you guys knew of a way for me to make it stop rubbing. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so on this side, of course, when you're turning this way, you have absolutely no problem. That's cool, that's nice and dandy. We're rubbing pretty bad. Now, this is super flimsy, like it's not gonna damage the tire. This isn't full lock. So when I fully lock it, it'll get past the edge of it. And then when I'm starting to turn, it'll pull the whole thing out. Now, I've already had my scare where this fender is starting to come out. I don't want to repeat that. So, what do you guys suggest? I was trying to find a way that I could maybe zip tie this up to something over here. I was going to push this as far back as I could and find some way to possibly make it stick but I don't know. I also don't want to go super DIY and start putting like 3M double-sided tape on it and try to bend it back, because then when it gets hot, it's gonna come off, and then I'm gonna be driving, it's gonna yank it off, and then I'm gonna be in a bad situation. First and foremost, it's not covering everything that I need it to cover. Secondly, it's rubbing. Third, I don't know if it's fixable. I don't know at what point the truck decides to launch these missiles at the truck. If it's at the very bottom, look how much tire is actually exposed. All of that tire is exposed. So I don't know, like I don't know if I'm supposed to get some that are extremely long and have them dragging on the, or do I scrap the whole thing, just get rid of them, and stop being a baby? I didn't want to put side steps on until I got sliders. I was going to get some rock sliders that had that plate built into them to hopefully protect the truck as much as I could. If you're in the market for mud flaps, I definitely recommend them if you aren't using the setup that I'm using. I mean, they look absolutely beastly. I love how they look. Just being that they're rubbing, I may just have to take it off and call it a loss, but I still stand by it. So let me know down below in the comment section, what do you guys think I can do to push these back and let it stick somewhere where I don't, I mean, I don't know. Let me try something actually. All right, so I got some double-sided tape. Literally what I told you guys I didn't want to do, but I really want these to work. So let me work my DIY magic. Well, you guys didn't witness it, but I just got defeated. So yeah, unless one of you guys who is, I'm 100% sure, a lot smarter than me, can tell me how to stop these from rubbing, I just need to find a way to get this pushed back so that the tire doesn't catch it. Because once the tire catches it, it's pulling the whole thing out. I was thinking about cutting it, but if I cut it, then I lose like half of my mud flap, and then it's gonna look like a skinny mud flap. I just thought before I went and did something ridiculous, because you know I always get your guys' approval before I do something dumb. If you did enjoy, leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. We're on the road to 1 million, and I would really appreciate if you help me get there. So it's been your boy, I'm out like an Audi. I'll see you tomorrow. Cinco de Malo. Peace. Also, if you have a similar setup, what are you doing to prevent the rock chips, or are you just sending it and not caring about it and just using a bunch of touch-up paint?